What's up, beautiful? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kat. This is my channel, and this is a video I have not done in this way before. So today I am going to be walking you through how I built my 2022 dream board. I'm also kind of calling it my manifestation board. I have done these in the past and I've done them physically, but today I want to walk you through how I built it on Canva. So the biggest thing about these dream manifestation kind of boards for the year is that you need to put them in a place where you see them every day so you're reminded of what your goals are every single day. And I've never had success usually with these boards, and I think part of it is because I never see it. So doing a physical poster is not particularly going to be the best route for me. I could put it here in my office, but I don't come up here every single day. Most of the time I work from my living room, and putting a poster with lots of cutouts and things in my living room does not fit the aesthetic and is not what I'm looking to do. So I decided to make this digitally on Canva to ensure that I could use it as the background on my computer and I would be forced to look at it every single day. I've also taken it and put it on my phone as well. So yeah, let's jump right into it. I did a whole screen record of how I built it in Canva, and I can't wait for you to see it when it's done. All right, party people, here we are in Canva. Just want to make it clear that I am not sponsored by Canva. And yes, I could clearly not remember how to screen record on my Mac, so I had to Google it before I started this. But so I uploaded everything into the media upload section there on the left. And this is the first photo I'm taking. I'm gonna basically be spending a little bit of time here at the beginning, taking the background off of quite a few of these photos, including this Mercedes that I want to buy this year. And I'm going to just start dropping things on here, and I'll walk you through each of these items as we go. So this year I turned 30, which is a big deal, and I have a party that I want to do for that, so I wanted to put that on this board. So I found this really cool 30 light up thing with the balloons. It's even in my favorite color, which is blue. So we're going to pull the background off of that. And then there's the photo that goes with 30. I'm also going to be working with the position tool up there on the right to make sure that things are in the right order. There's a lot of tweaking that went into this, but you are watching it in real time, so it didn't take particularly too long. We have a Christian Dior handbag that I really, really want. This is the large saddle bag, and I want this exact color and everything. And I just want to reiterate that on your board, you can have lots of different things you want to buy, places you want to go, things you want to do. They don't have to be all like metaphorical, the pool means that I want to take a dive into XYZ. No, it means I literally want to go to the place where this pool is at. But so as I'm positioning these things and pulling them out, let me start walking you through them. So the top left, we've got a gallery wall with a pink desk and the photo directly next to it with the kind of blue-gray situation going on with the office. I am renovating my office. So that photo also goes with the rainbow books, which you guys might have seen in the intro that I have already started to kind of make happen in my office. But so I want to finish the renovation of my office this year, and I want to like fully immerse myself in like the book talk aesthetic bookshelf situation. And so then part of that goes with the closet renovation for the other half of my office. So my office is L-shaped. So one part of the L is going to have the fancy office, and the other half is going to have the designer walk-in closet, because we have no walk-in closets in this house except in the guest room, which is ultra irritating. So kind of the way I'm dropping these things in that I didn't even realize until I'm doing the voiceover right now is the things I want to buy are on the bottom left, the things I want to renovate are on the top left, and the places I want to go are on the right, top right. And then I think I ended up getting rid of this photo I'm moving right here. Yeah, I think I did. And then we have some general like goals I ended up getting rid of this goal weight one because it did not fit the aesthetic, but we fixed that and it shows up later. So I have like goals, places I want to go, things I want to do, and things I want to buy. And I really wanted this beautiful picture of Antigua to be kind of the main focal point of this. I got this idea kind of from Amber Scholl, and she usually picks a quote also to go with the year. So I decided that I wanted to use this beautiful photo of Antigua for our honeymoon this year to put the quote in the middle, which you'll see later on. But so now that I have everything here on the board, I'm starting to like pull things to the front and move things around with their positioning. So let me go a little bit more into detail with what we've got here. So we've got the Mercedes. This is the SUV that I want. And I have wanted a Mercedes SUV for a long time. I have kind of the smaller coupe Mercedes, but I really want to upgrade, especially before we start a family. So that is on my list to purchase this year, even though the car market is kind of garbage right now. I've been advised to wait, so it's on my mood board, my dream board, to hopefully achieve this year. We will see if that actually happens. And then we, of course, had the Dior saddle bag that you guys saw. I really, really want to purchase that bag. I've wanted that bag for a couple of years. The $3,500 price tag is daunting, so I'm trying my very, very best to find a secondhand one from the Real Real or something like that, a website like that, a reputable secondhand seller, so I don't have to spend $3,500. And then I really want the Dior logo sandals for the honeymoon as well. Unfortunately, as I am filming this video on January 19th, probably the day you're watching it when it will be released, we have decided to cancel Antigua due to the state of the panorama in the Caribbean. It does not seem safe. So when I built this board in December, we were still planning on going, but we have since decided not to go. We will be doing another Caribbean trip, or another tropical trip, I should say. We're not going to leave the country. So the board still stands. I still want to be able to go on a tropical trip, which is what we're going to do. And I will fill you guys in more on that later. You know, before I go on any tropical vacation, I buy some fancy new clothes to take on the trip with me. So more on that later. Right now I am working on my 30th birthday stuff. We are hoping to rent a lake house for the weekend. We have quite a few different lake varieties and options here in Kansas City. So I am hoping that in May we can go to the lake, rent a lakefront home, and basically just party all weekend. That's the goal. The photo with the giant pool is actually the exact pool we were going to stay in Antigua. So that one is a little disappointing, but I'm just going to transition it to spending a lot of time in various pools over 2022, which I will most definitely be able to do, because at the rate of the vacations we have already booked, I think I'm going to be on like 5 to 8 vacations this year, which is so exciting. So there will be plenty of pool time. We're just going to transition what that photo means, and that's okay. Some things are going to happen, and not everything is going to go exactly according to plan, but I am a firm believer that things happen in the order they're supposed to happen. The best things in my life have happened when I have stopped obsessing, stopped trying so hard, and let things just happen on their own. And I firmly believe that is how Brett came back into my life, and how I got my dream job, and I mean, how I ended up on YouTube, you know? So right now I'm just positioning things and trying to figure out all the formatting. Okay, the other thing I haven't talked about that I want to physically purchase is that beautiful Versace bag right there, kind of in the middle of the bottom. And that is the Versace embroidered Palazzo bag. The Palazzo bag is no longer sold anywhere. Like, they stopped selling it, which is so sad and so depressing. And I'm having a hell of a time finding this bag. I've been looking for it for at least a year. Most of 2021 I was looking for it, and it's really, really hard to find. It comes in a like baby pink color, and you can find that one everywhere, but the black one is really hard to track down. So I've even got like a personal shopper out there trying to find it for me, and of course I also don't want to spend, you know, an arm, leg, and left kidney for it. So basically I have a couple other parameters other than trying to find the bag. I do have a budget. but I think it's going to be within the budget. So those are the 2 bags, and the fancy pair of shoes I really want to purchase this year. Those are what I want to really make happen for myself. So we are starting to get closer, actually, to the general layout of how this finishes up. And over there on the right, you just saw me place the fall Mickey wreath. And the first vacation that Brett and I ever took together was after we started dating. We'd only been dating like 4 or 5 months, maybe. And we planned a trip to Disney World for the next year. So we knew a couple of months in that this was it for us. And we were comfortable literally booking a trip to Disney World within 4 months of dating for the following fall. So we started dating like June-ish. We started talking June of, I don't know, 15 or 16, whatever it was. And then we booked an October trip for the following year. We were super, super convinced we were going to be together, and we were correct. So we want to go back to Disney World in the fall this year for the Mickey's Not So Spooky Halloween. And now I am dropping in the 2022 quote of the year, which is a Jen Sincero quote from the book You Are a Badass. I really got into book reading again last year because of self-help books, and they have legitimately helped me so much. So here's the quote: if you want to live a life you've never lived, you have to do things you've never done. This quote just super spoke to me, and it is probably my favorite quote of all time right now, so I knew I had to drop it into this board and make it the centerpiece. So basically, after dropping the quote in, I just kind of tweaked things, added a bunch of little bits and parts, changed the color around on this quote, and it is time to finally show you the final board. All right, so here it is. I love how it turned out. As you can see, I added a few things, and I did forget to tell you about that 100 with the beautiful book logo down at the very bottom in the middle. My goal is to read 100 books this year. I also added my gross income goal of 125K this year. And I added my goal weight little ribbon up there above the quote. I really want to hit my goal weight. This is a big one, but I didn't want to focus on it because the goal weight is not as important as how I feel, and my weight loss thus far has been a little bit slow for the last few months, so I didn't want to focus too heavily on it. And then the little prayer hands in that photo is kind of focused more on my gratitude journal. I want to spend more time on my gratitude journal every day, making sure that I am focused on thanking the universe for bringing things to me, thanking myself for working hard, thanking my support system, and being grateful for everything that is around me in my life. And this is the board. I think it turned out really, really well. I love the colors. It's super bright. It fits the color palettes for my aesthetic with all the blues and the beachy things. And I have already started to work on basically all of these things, except maybe purchasing those specific items. But we have a lot of trips planned. I've started the renovations in my office and my office closets. And it's already been such a good year so far. You know, we're only 19 days into this as I'm filming this. And we've had some things happen, like with the honeymoon, that were unexpected and kind of sad. But, you know, this is how things are going to go in our panorama world. And I still feel blessed that I'm here and healthy and have a strong family and support system and husband. So this is what I want to do with this year. I hope to bring you along on this journey for 2022. So there you go, my 2022 board. You guys, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you are hoping to achieve this year. What is your biggest goal? What is your biggest dream? And leave that in the comments below with a blue heart emoji. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Become a Warrior Crew member, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.